Hi everyone, welcome to Vizagstudents, and today we'll be discussing about tuple in Python or tuple. This is one of the data type in Python. Uh, as we all know, Python have four different data types where you can store multiple items. One is list, and another one is tuple, and another one is set, and final one dictionary. Today we'll be discussing about this tuple. Okay, so basically. Basically, tuple will store one first thing, multiple values or multiple items in a single variable. Okay, this is the first point. And then coming to tuple, which is ordered. Okay, tuple is ordered and it's unchangeable. Okay, and finally, tuple will allow duplicates. Okay, so these are the four main points regarding tuple. And coming to this will apply for list, and this is also apply for list. Both will have a similar properties. So next thing is, and how you will create a tuple. Creating a tuple, we will use rounded brackets. Okay, for example, if you want to create a tuple, right, this I'm creating a tuple called this tuple. This tuple equal to mm, a b c. So this is how you will create a tuple. This is the one way, and there is another way, that is using constructor. If you want to create a tuple using constructor, something like another tuple equal to tuple of a b c. Okay, this is second way. This is the first way, and this is second way. This is how you can create a tuple. Okay. As we already know, tuple have four different properties. One is unchangeable. You cannot change here to here, and you cannot add new item here. Okay, you cannot add new item in tuple. Okay, these are the two main things. And also, and tuple will allow duplicates. That nothing but you can have something like you can have another element or item as b here. So currently we have two duplicate values like b. Here we have b. So tuple will allow this. So no issues with duplicate values. And another two main methods mostly used by most of the developers in tuple. Okay, two methods which are similar to lists. Okay, the first method is len, another one is type. So these two methods can be used for tuple. For example, here I have a tuple called this tuple. If we want to get length of the tuple, just I will write print of len of this tuple, the tuple name. So what it will do, it will print length. Okay, and the similar way, second one, type. If you want to print type of the tuple, you will use a type method, type of the tuple name. Okay, this will print type. something like a class tuple, it will print. Okay, the printing will be like something like the output class in single quote, it will give the data type name. Here data type is tuple. This it will print. Okay, and we'll move to the next section. Next section is like accessing tuple. Okay, next session is accessing tuple. For example, you have a tuple, something like fruits equal to orange and cherry. If you want to print or access something like fruits of square brackets, you have to provide index. Here index starts from 0, 1, 2. Okay, and if you want to print last one, okay, this one will print orange, this one will print last value. And you can perform something like, if we have index from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you can use 2 is to 4 or is to 5. You can perform all these operations when you got some time. So what it will print, you can use PyCharm or some other IDE to get the values. Okay, just give a try on that one. And next thing is, you can give negative index here. See, you can give negative index and you can give positive index, and you can give range here. You can give another type of range here. So basically what happens, for every data type we need some way to access these values. Okay, this is how tuple will do. You can access this value, you can access this particular value. Okay, next we will discuss about updating a tuple, I mean changing tuple values. So basically tuple is unchangeable. Okay, but how we can change tuple values? So here what we'll do is, we will use conversion. How? We will use list. We'll use this list data type to perform this particular operation. How? I'm having a tuple. It is having a 3 values, 1 comma 2 comma 3. And so what I will do is, I will create a list and I will copy all these values to list. So 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I will perform add. You can add items to the list. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you can again convert this to tuple. So basically this tuple again will have all these values. So this is how tuple values will be. We can change the values in a tuple. Okay, how? Using a list data type. In the similar fashion, you can add items two tuple in middle of the program, and you can remove, and third one you can add tuple plus tuple. This you can try. And fourth one, what happens if you multiply tuple with 2 or some other value. So basically tuples cannot be changeable. Okay, as per rules or the properties of the tuple, you cannot change any tuple values, but you can use this list data type to perform this conversion from tuple to list. I'm writing a small program to convert sorry I'm writing a small program to convert tuple to a list. Okay, and for example, I'm having a tuple called this underscore tuple. Watch it carefully, and it is having apple, banana, and I have a cherry. So these are the three values or three items in this particular tuple. Now I'm creating a list here. Here y is nothing but a list of, I'm passing this tuple. So here what is this? This is a tuple and this is a list. Okay, remember it. Now what happened? All the apples, banana and cherry are copied into this particular list. Now I am doing like append y dot append. What I'm appending? I'm appending one more fruit, orange. So now what will happen? This orange will be added to this list. Now again I'm getting this tuple. I'm using this constructor tuple of y. What will happen? Now these four items here will be moved to tuple. So basically if you print this tuple, it will have four elements, but at the starting it is having only three elements. So this is how you can add elements to tuple. Okay, same scenario you can use adding to tuple, removing from tuple. For any other operations you can use. Okay, that is how you can change a tuple. And next one is unpack tuple. What is packing? So there is packing also. Okay, so pack is nothing but what we are doing when we are creating a tuple. When we are creating a tuple, so I am having, this is my tuple. I'm putting some values, some items. So this process is called a packing. Okay, if you unpacking is nothing but I have a tuple with some 6 values, all 6 values represented by using the tuple name. But what I'm doing is I'm converting these values into variables. This process is called as unpacking. Okay, so this is packing while creating a tuple, and this is unpacking. So you already know how you will pack using a tuple. Now I will show how you can do that unpacking. Okay, again I am using a similar tuple, something like I'm creating x equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this tuple is having 4 values. Now I want to assign each value back into a variable. Okay, I want to do unpacking. For that, what I will do, I will do a comma b comma c comma d equal to x. This is unpacking and this is packing. So for example, if you print of a, what it will print? It will print 1. Okay, if you print b, what it will do? It will print 2. If you print c, it will print 3. So basically these values will be mapped something like this. B, this is C, this is D. This is nothing but packing and unpacking in a tuple. Okay, so this is how we will do. And another thing is using asterisk. Asterisk. For example, I am having a tuple x equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, now what I have done is I am using asterisk. Let me put this way. Instead of integers, let me take a string. So I'm having a tuple called x equal to a comma b comma c comma d. Okay, now I'm using a asterisk to multiply with something. Okay, so here I'm printing like 1 2 3 4, right? So I'm giving something like x y z. X is already there, so let me take colors: green, yellow, red equal to x. So I'm doing again packing here. Okay, I'm doing packing again, here packing and here unpacking. Now what will happen? Now if I print green, what you will get? A. Okay, and if you print yellow, you will get B. But if you print red, what will happen? Any guesses? We have two, right? I mean, after AB, I mean to say, AB got mapped to green and yellow. Only left is C and D are left. So what will happen here is, it will create a list. In this list, you will get C, comma, D. Okay, that is how it will work. So using this asterisk, it like a star. It's like a regular expression. It's like everything. Okay, so all the values, entire values will be assigned to this particular red variable if you give asterisk. Okay, that's how it will work. So basically, if you have multiple items, if you don't want any other items, then you can assign using this one. So all the values will be assigned to red after that particular star. And we have one more one that is called loop. Okay, loops in tuple. Loop is nothing but loop, some motion like I value will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here you will access one value. Here we will access one more value. Here we will access one more value. Access one more value in a loop. Okay, everything happens in a loop. Okay, so these kind of loops can be formed using a tuple. So for example, basically we have three different loops in most of the programming languages. One is for loop, another one is while loop, another one is for while. Yeah, that's it. You have only two loops. For now, we are using a variable called x, sorry, tuple called x. It is having a values 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Now, if you want to print each and every value from the tuple, for example, 4 elements, you can use one way. This is not the right way. I'm just doing print of x of 0, print x of 1. So basically what will happen, it will print the first value and it will print the second value. But if you want to print entire this particular tuple, what you have to do is, one way is you can use the for loop. Okay, for syntax will be simple, very simple. I'm just writing a program here, x equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Okay, now I'm using a for loop. For I'm using some index something kind of thing, I in this tuple x, and I am printing I. So what we'll do is, it will loop through x tuple, and this I value will be changes one by one. First I value will be 1, and I value will be 2, I value will be 3, I value will be 4. But in the output you will see 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how you can print using this for loop. Okay, this is one for loop, and we have one more for loop using a index. Okay, previously that one is normal for each loop something will call, and here we have one more for loop where again I having a tuple called this tuple equal to apple, banana, and cherry. So I'm having this particular tuple. Now if you are using index is nothing but, for example, you can get length of the tuple using length keyword, length method, and then you can use that length value in your program. Okay, so for that one for loop, you will write another for loop for i in range of length of our tuple name, this tuple. Okay, so here this is your tuple name, this is the length method, and this is range for this loop. So for example, if it is a length of the tuple is 3, then range will be 3. Length of the tuple is 4, then range will be 4. Length of the tuple is 5, then range will be 5. In our case, it will be 3. Okay, and then what you will do, you will print indentation. Okay, that's why I'm writing here. Print of, again, this tuple of I. Here, I value will be increases from 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will also increases. So if it is 0, it will print first value. If it is 1, it will print the second value. For 0 index, it will print apple, and 1 index, it will print banana, and index 2, it will print cherry. Okay, this is how it will work. You can just observe the differences. Okay, here you will see this one. This is the for loop for you guys. For I in X, print I, it will directly print values from this particular thing. And here you will print using this one. For I in range, length of that particular tuple. So what it will do is, it will also go through particular loop and it will print one by one. But it depending on this index value. Index is 0, then it will print the first value. If it index is 1, it will print the second value. Okay, in the similar case, we have one more loop called while loop. While loop is also most used one. Mostly in Python, we'll use for loop. And coming to this while loop, I'm having a one more tuple. This is my one more tuple, and it is having a values A, B, and C. Okay, these are my values. Okay, for this particular tuple. Now, for while loop will work like this. While loop will be I equal to 0, and we'll have a while loop. At the end, you will have I equal to I plus 1. This is the same method we'll use for all the programming languages. If it is in SQL, if it is in Java, it will be in yeah, any other programming languages, you will use this particular way. So this is your tuple, and first you have to initialize the index. Okay, here I equal to 0, and then how you will write a while loop is while I less than or less than length of len. Okay, the method is len of our tuple. Tuple name is one more here. Okay, so what will happen? I equal to 0 first. Length of that tuple will be, in our case, the length of the tuple will be 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 or 2. Length of the tuple will be 2. Okay, here I value is 0. So what we are doing is print one more of I. It is almost like a for loop here. Both are almost same. We are printing one more of index, but here we have to increment the index value using I equal to I plus 1. So basically in while loop you have to, it uses index value something like this, while I equal to 0, and this index value will be incremented for every turn. So whenever the cursor or pointer reaches to this particular point, I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2, index value increases. But where it will stop, when it will stop, it's all depends on this particular thing. If it is I less than or less than, then only it will work. If it is equal to, then it won't work. Okay, so it will work for 0, 1, 2. So I guess length will be 3 here. Okay, sorry, here length will be 3 because it is less than, it will work for 0, 1, 2. Okay, when it will stop when the index reaches to 2. Sorry, index reaches to 3. So for 0 it will proceed, for 1 it will proceed, for 2 it will proceed. Whenever it's 3, right, this condition not satisfied here. Okay, that's why it will exit that loop. Okay, that's how that while loop will work. Okay, we gone through loops and we taken like how you can create a, how you can convert loop to list and sorry tuple to list and list to tuple. That's completed. Now we are going to see how you can join two tuples. So for example, I have a tuple 1 x equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I have one more tuple y equal to a b c. This is another tuple. Now what I am doing is I am joining these two tuples using a tuple, another tuple z equal to x plus y. If you print z, what will happen here? It will print a tuple something like this: 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma a comma b comma c. So what happened? It joins both the tuples into a single tuple using this plus operator. Okay. In the similar fashion, in similar you can multiply tuples. For example, multiply tuples. How it will work? For example, I have a tuple called x equal to a b c. Okay, this is my tuple. This is our tuple. Okay, whoever. Now I'm multiplying the tuple. Okay, y equal to x asterisk 2. Then what happens? Star, whatever. So now I am printing tuple y. Okay, the response will be like this. You will get a b c, again a b c. Okay, so what this is doing is it is doubling that particular tuple. Okay, so if you give 3, right, it will come 3 times. If you give 4, it will come in 4 times. In tuple there are two methods. One is count and another one is index. Okay, methods in tuple, one is count, another one is index. You can give a try with this one. Okay, count, what it will do, returns number of times specified value occurs in a tuple. For example, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 4. For example, if you give that count value to example 1, so it will return 2. Okay, for example, index, if you give index value something like 4, then it will give 0 1 2 3. So the index value will be 3. Okay, you will get the index value of 4 here. If you pass index value 4, you will get a 3. Here if you pass 1, you will get number of count number of times it occurred. Okay, this is all about tuples. You can do some mostly you can perform some operations like conversion tuple to list and list to tuple. That task you can guys can do, and you can perform how asterisk of 2 will work, and you can join multiple tuples using a plus sign, or you can use list. What else we have? We can do some small kind of things like joining a tuples, adding numbers to the tuples, using list. Yeah, things like that. But basically, you have to remember one thing: these are ordered, and two, these allow duplicates, and three, it's are unchangeable. Okay, these are the three things you have to remember for tuples. So duplicate value will apply for lists as well. So you can have to remember tuples are ordered and also tuples are unchanged. It may be useful for your interview. Okay, and thank you very much for joining, and subscribe to Vizag Students, and have a great day.